Howdy, y'all. Today we're in Pattaya, Thailand for ADFEST 2016. This year's Creative Buzz team has the pleasure of introducing Jeremy Craigen, Global Chief Creative Officer of Innocean Worldwide. Thank you for being here today, Jeremy.
Pleasure.
I'd like to start off by asking you about this year's theme of creative intelligence. What does creative intelligence mean to you?
Creative intelligence is about the consumer. I think it's about treating the consumer with respect. They're a lot cleverer than we think. Mm-hmm. So I see a lot of work around the world that sort of tends to sort of treat them like they're dumb, and they're not. So to me, that is what creative intelligence is about.
So since you've moved to Seoul, what do you feel stands out the most in regards to Asian creativity?
I tell you what I found really, really interesting, especially at Innocean, because I mean that's really where I'm sort of like viewing Asian creativity, is there doesn't seem to be the support act that I think creatives need.
How so?
Planning is not that strong there, and also I tend to think that there's no real sort of structure of project management. So creatives are really always battling against the clock, and there's I mean, the hours they do are crazy, and luckily jet lag gets the better of me when I'm over there, so I can get away. But having said all of that, I mean, I think the craftsmanship is magnificent in both print and TV, and I think you know there's a way to go, but it's exciting.
Could you tell me about one of your role models and perhaps why?
It's funny, when I first saw that question, I was thinking, okay, a number of names cropped up, but I tell you who my real role model is at the moment, and that's Bob Isherwood. Mm-hmm. And Bob is our sort of like global creative advisor, and he was a big reason for me joining Innocean. And he was the original global chief creative officer, the very first one at Saatchi & Saatchi. So he knows a lot about this job. So I mean, I spent, you know, a week with him in Seoul recently, and in May I'm going to be spending 2 weeks with him in LA and then down in Sydney. And he just knows everything. Oh, wow. And his brain is as sharp as it was 50 years ago.
What advice would you give to up-and-coming creatives striving to accomplish what you have achieved?
I think to any young creative, what I'd say is, or any creative, is don't aim for titles. Mm-hmm. You know, great work will get you to the top, and I think it was advice given to me by my old ECD back in the BNP DDB days, and he said, Jeremy, nobody should ever want to be an ECD, and because your brain is going in a different direction, and it should just happen in your life, and when it happened to me, it was probably the right time. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do it originally. Mm-hmm. I still felt I had a bit more time, you know, in me as a writer, but because I think to be a proper ECD, you have to give that up. Okay. And now I've kind of given up running a creative department to then going on to kind of like now manage the creative department of a network, really. Thank
you for your time, and we're so happy to have you here. From everyone at ADFEST 2016, y'all have a great one.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.